Oh, I thought Sam was recording.
We're both multiple angles.
Oh, multiple angle. Every angle.
Alright, hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Christopher Lamb. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. I know you guys are busy right now, but I got a quick presentation for you before you guys go. And my topic, my speech, is a tribute speech. And the thing is, it's, do you have what it takes to save the day? That's my little slogan. And I want to let you guys know that with great power comes great responsibility. But for you guys, who do you think said that? What character or actor said that? And what do you think it means? So I'll give you a moment to think about it real quick. And then we move on. Spider-Man, that's right. We got Spider-Man up to bat. The real question is, though, is who created Spider-Man? Who was the one that came up with the idea for this amazing adventure? Who is it? Stanley. The one, the only. This guy is a comic book god. He's the founding father of it all. And don't let his old looks fool you. This guy, he knows how to write some serious comics. He knows what it is. You're probably asking yourself, Chris, why should I care about this old fart? What makes him so special? And yeah, he is an old coot. The thing that makes him special is that he's created so many characters like Spider-Man, Thor, Iron Man, X-Men. He's created all these characters that we all remember and we love. And it's nostalgic to all of us. And it's created so many memories. And even for people to come, even for kids to come, they can look at these characters and say, wow, they're amazing. So who is Stanley? This guy right here, he is an American comic book writer. He's an editor and a publisher. And he was the one that made Marvel Comics so great. It's the point where everybody wants to know what's going on. So why would he create superheroes anyway? What was his motive? Now, Stanley, back during the Great Depression, when he was a kid, he used to love to dream, and he used to love to write, read, and he was all about having fun. And the reason why he made these characters when he was like a little kid is because it was a sense of imagination, adventure, and heroes gave a sense of hope, justice, even in hard times like the Great Depression. And this was huge back then. And I actually have a quote from one of the articles. He said, I wanted to make the readers feel like they were a little select group. The outside world doesn't know, but we're having fun. Alright, so here are some of the heroes that Stanley is famous for. You got, of course, yours truly, Spider-Man, Captain America, you have the Avengers with him, Thor, Iron Man, the Incredible Hulk. Of course, a couple other characters, being the Fantastic Four, X-Men, Daredevil, and even Doctor Strange. So here are some examples of Stan Lee's work. The first one up, Captain America. This is where Stan Lee, this is his first writing experience. He's the one that did the filler content with the dialogue and the little captions like that. If you don't know Captain America, he was a symbol of the U.S. That hope and justice were still there, even in times of darkness. The second work is the most famous, Spider-Man. First debut album, comic. And this is the bread and butter to Stan Lee's work. Believe it or not, but for one of the auctions, it sold over $1 million, which is up there with the Batman series. So you can only imagine that, over $1 million for a mere comic book. That's just insane. The third comic book that Stan Lee was involved with was The Incredible Hulk. And the last example I'll give you guys is the X-Men. After the Spider-Man and Hulk series were so great, he evolved, you could say, with the X-Men series. So, where are Stan Lee's ideas going? Like, where are his comic book ideas going to now? As we can see, he's actually getting involved with movies. His work's getting involved with movies. And this is even a bigger part because a lot of people like to watch things, get entertained. And with movies, more ideas can be spread, more ideas can be generated onto the big screen. And that's the thing that people like. People love being entertained. Even you're watching me right now on your cameras and phones. But another thing people want to know is, who's that actor that's going to play this role? Who's it going to be? And then we get to the part where it's, how is Stanley involved in these movies? If you have seen some Marvel movies, Stanley makes what we call cameos. It's a brief, short appearance. It's not an important role, but he's there. And I actually have a clip of the Marvel movie with Captain America Civil War, where Stanley makes a little appearance. Yeah, the FedEx guy.
That old fart.
Old coot.
Old man person.
Hey, Stanley, that's a FedEx guy.
You're in the right place. Thank you for that. Table for one. Thank you. Like that.
Tony Snack. Alright, so we'll back up real quick. Why care about Stan Lee again? The reason why to care for this guy is he has created so many ideas for people to remember, so many characters and ideas. And as people, we can reflect on this and say, hey, I know this guy. I know this old man now. He's that guy that appears in these movies. And it's amazing. It really is. That without his help, we would never have these movies. We would never have the idea of movies. And we'll back it up here. Pure and own perspective, my friend Asa Minor, I asked him what he thought of Stan Lee, and he said, I know that Stan Lee is a comic figure who is famous for making timeless characters and making childhood memories. You know, I can actually relate on this because I love comic books too. I really do. And my own favorite character, the Daredevil. And in conclusion, I appreciate you guys listening and taking the time and hearing about Stan Lee. And maybe in the future you'll go see some Marvel movies too. And maybe you'll be inspired to become a superhero too yourself. And as Stan Lee says, Excelsior!